You are listening to Bedtime Dreamy Tales. Subscribe to our channel for new story. Story title, The Glass Mountain. Once upon a time, in a land far beyond the reach of any known map, there stood a magnificent glass mountain. At the summit of this mountain was a castle made entirely of pure gold. This castle shimmered in the sunlight, dazzling all who could see it from miles away. In front of the golden castle grew an apple tree, unlike any other, with apples made of solid gold. It was said that whoever managed to pluck an apple from this tree would be granted entry into the golden castle. Inside, in a room made of silver, sat an enchanted princess of incomparable beauty and grace. Her eyes sparkled like the clearest sapphires, and her hair cascaded down her shoulders like rivers of gold. She was as wealthy as she was beautiful, for the castle's cellars were filled with precious stones, and chests of gold stood against the walls of every room. Many knights from distant lands had attempted to climb the glass mountain, eager to win the hand of the beautiful princess and gain access to her immeasurable treasures. Yet, no matter how well prepared they were, with their horses shod with sharp nails to grip the slippery surface, none succeeded. They would reach halfway up the mountain only to lose their grip and fall back to the bottom, often suffering severe injuries or even losing their lives. For 7 long years, the princess sat at her window, watching the valiant knights try and fail to reach her. Despite their failures, the sight of the princess continued to inspire courage in many, and they came from the 4 corners of the earth to attempt the perilous climb. However, the mountain's steep, slippery sides proved too much for them. Many knights met their end, leaving behind a landscape that resembled a vast churchyard, with heaps of corpses of both riders and horses. As the 7 years were about to end, a knight in golden armor appeared on the horizon, riding a spirited steed. He galloped towards the glass mountain, spurred on by the tales of the princess's beauty and wealth. The knight made a valiant effort, managing to climb higher than any before him. But just as he was about to reach the apple tree, a massive eagle swooped down, striking the knight's horse in the eye. The horse reared up in pain, lost its footing, and both the knight and his steed tumbled down the mountain, leaving nothing but their bones clattering within the broken golden armor. On the very last day of the 7 years, when hope seemed all but lost, a young boy appeared at the base of the glass mountain. He was no knight, but a merry, strong, and well-grown schoolboy with a heart full of determination. He had often heard his parents speak of the beautiful princess and her golden castle, and he had decided to try his luck. The boy knew he needed something special to succeed where all others had failed. He ventured into the dense forest at the mountain's base and managed to capture a lynx. Carefully, he cut off the lynx's sharp claws and attached them to his own hands and feet, hoping they would help him grip the slippery surface of the mountain. Armed with his makeshift claws, the boy began his ascent. The climb was grueling, and as the sun began to set, he found himself only halfway up. His limbs were exhausted, and his throat was parched with thirst. A dark cloud passed overhead, and the boy desperately called out for a drop of water. The cloud moved on without granting his plea, leaving him to continue his climb with bleeding hands and feet. Night fell, and the stars provided the only light on the glass mountain. The boy clung to the glass with his blood-stained hands, unable to go any further. As he awaited death, he fell into a deep sleep. Despite his precarious position, his sharp claws kept him securely attached to the mountain. As the boy slept, the eagle that guarded the golden apple tree noticed him. Mistaking him for a fresh corpse, the eagle swooped down, intending to feast on him. The boy awoke just in time, and with a swift move, grabbed the eagle's feet. The bird, in a panic, tried to shake him off, but only succeeded in lifting him high into the air. They circled the castle, and the boy, seeing his chance, drew a small knife and cut off the eagle's feet. The eagle screeched in pain and flew off, leaving the boy to fall onto the branches of the golden apple tree. The boy quickly healed his wounds using the peel of one of the golden apples. He pocketed several apples and made his way into the castle. The door was guarded by a fierce dragon, but when he threw an apple at it, the dragon vanished. A gate then opened, revealing a courtyard filled with flowers and beautiful trees. The lovely princess, along with her retinue, sat on a balcony overlooking the courtyard. As soon as she saw the boy, she ran towards him, greeting him as her savior and master. The boy was overjoyed, but his happiness was tinged with sadness. He knew he could never return to the earth with the princess and her treasures, as only the mighty eagle could have carried the immense wealth down the mountain. With the eagle now dead, its body found in a wood on the glass mountain, the boy and the princess were destined to remain in the golden castle. Time passed, and the boy, now a young man, strolled through the palace garden with his beautiful wife. One day, as they looked down over the edge of the glass mountain, they saw a crowd of people gathered below. The young man blew his silver whistle, summoning a swallow who served as a messenger in the golden castle. "Fly down and ask what the matter is," he instructed the bird. The swallow sped off and soon returned with astonishing news. The blood of the eagle had restored all the people below to life. Those who had perished on the mountain were awakening as if from a long sleep, mounting their horses and marveling at the incredible miracle. With the revival of the fallen knights, the once desolate base of the glass mountain transformed into a place of celebration and joy. The young man, now a wise and beloved ruler, decided to use this opportunity to bring peace and prosperity to the land. He summoned the bravest of the revived knights and shared his vision of a united kingdom where valor and wisdom would reign supreme. Under his guidance, the knights rebuilt the villages and towns, fostering a sense of community and cooperation. The Golden Castle on the Glass Mountain became a symbol of hope and inspiration for all. The young man and the princess ruled with kindness and justice, ensuring that their people thrived. Years passed, and the kingdom flourished. The young man and the princess had children of their own, who inherited their parents' virtues and continued their legacy. The tale of the Glass Mountain and the Golden Castle became a cherished legend, passed down through generations, reminding everyone of the power of determination, courage, and love. And so, the story of the Glass Mountain came to a happy end, with the young man and the princess living long, fulfilling lives, surrounded by their loved ones in a kingdom that knew no bounds. The Golden Castle stood as a testament to their triumph, shining brightly for all to see, a beacon of hope in a world once shrouded in mystery and peril. If you like this story, please give this video a like. For more stories, go to bedtimedreamytales.com. See you in the next story.